Rocket Lab has collapsed minus 11.61% to $67.35, a historic single-session move that demands your attention. In this video we break down what is driving this and what it means. Welcome to MTRS_Market Pulse. It is Friday, July 17th, and this is your complete global market briefing. Markets are sending mixed signals today as investors weigh competing narratives. Let us start with a quick look at how the major global markets are positioned today. Starting with the major global indices. S&P 500 is trading lower by minus 0.51%, at $7,533.77. Equity markets are responding to reports that stock market today, Dow, S&P 500, NASDAQ rise as big tech stocks rally, Yahoo Finance. NASDAQ 100 dropped sharply minus 1.62% to $29,026. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Asia's chip darlings are getting crushed after a blockbuster run, Business Insider. Dow Jones slipped minus 0.20% to $52,553. Equity markets are responding to reports that Wall Street ends lower as chip weakness offsets solid earnings, economic data. DAX dipped minus 1.03% to $24,659. The move follows reports that oil prices rise as US-Iran hostilities threaten supply through Strait of Hormuz. FTSE 100 is little changed, hovering near $10,562. Equity markets are responding to reports that S&P 500 and NASDAQ end higher on cool inflation data, solid bank earnings. Now let us turn to some of the biggest names in global equities. Rocket Lab plunged minus 11.61% to $67.35 in a significant session. Investor sentiment is being shaped by SpaceMobile versus Rocket Lab. One number separates these space stocks, the motley fool. Government launch contracts with the US DoD provide baseline revenue visibility. The Electron rocket utilization rate is the near-term earnings driver. Any contract win announcement or NASA mission assignment would be a meaningful positive catalyst. Neutron program milestones are the re-rating event the market is waiting for. Samsung made a dramatic move today, plunged minus 8.77% to $255,000. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Samsung profit surges over eightfold to beat estimates as RE boom fuels memory chip crunch. HBM3 yield rates for AI training chips are the most critical near-term metric. Any positive update would drive a meaningful earnings upgrade cycle. The memory upcycle is intact, but Samsung's foundry losses are a drag. A recovery in smartphone DRAM pricing would add a second earnings lever. Goldman Sachs made a dramatic move today, plunged minus 4.91% to $1,095.46. Investor sentiment is being shaped by the RE boom. Just found two new winners, Goldman Sachs and JP Chase. Investment banking fee recovery is the core thesis. The M&A and IPO pipeline is the most active since 2021. Trading revenues remain elevated given rate and FX volatility. Any large IB mandate announcement would be a direct catalyst. Alphabet plunged minus 4.44% to $354.46 in a significant session. Investor sentiment is being shaped by 2026 Q1 earnings call Alphabet Inc. The market has overcorrected on AI disruption risk to search. Google's Gemini integration is strong, and the ad business compound rate is intact. Google Cloud growth reacceleration is the catalyst investors are waiting for. Any data point on enterprise Gemini deals would drive a sector re-rating. Now let us dig into the macro picture driving these moves. Geopolitical risks remain elevated. The move follows reports that oil prices rise as US-Iran hostilities threaten supply through Strait of Hormuz. This is keeping traders cautious and supporting flows into defensive assets. The key macro overlay remains monetary policy. Equity markets are responding to reports that S&P 500 and NASDAQ end higher on cool inflation data, solid bank earnings. Any surprise in the rate path could trigger outsized moves. Equity markets are responding to reports that Wall Street ends lower as chip weakness offsets solid earnings, economic data. Turning to commodities. Brent crude climbed to $85.74 per barrel, up 1.79% on the session. Traders are reacting to news that China's crude buying pause has helped cushion the market. That might be changing. WTI crude edged higher to $79.83 per barrel, up 1.11% on the session. Traders are reacting to news that China's crude buying pause has helped cushion the market. That might be changing. Natural gas ticked up to $2.87, up 0.35% on the session. The move follows reports that oil prices rise as US-Iran hostilities threaten supply through Strait of Hormuz. Gold ticked up to $3,999.50 per troy ounce, up 0.35% on the session. Safe haven demand is being supported by reports that gold price breaks below $4,000 as bond yields overpower safe haven demand. Trading view. Let us give you our near-term view on Rocket Lab. With the selling pressure we have seen today, the key support level for Rocket Lab is around $63.31. A failure to hold there could accelerate the decline and attract further sellers. For a recovery, bulls need to see a fundamental shift in the drivers weighing on prices. This is our view. Always do your own research. In the currency markets, euro to US dollar is at 1.14, losing 0.24% on the day. Pound sterling to US dollar is at 1.34, losing 0.72% on the day. US dollar to Japanese yen is at 162.35, gaining 0.17% on the day. Currency markets are reacting to gold prices slide as strong dollar outweighs safe haven demand. MSN. Here is what we will be watching closely in the days ahead. Keep a close eye on central bank speakers and rate commentary, and key economic data releases. Any one of these could be the catalyst that defines the next major directional move. We do the research so you do not have to hours of analysis distilled into actionable daily briefings. If that is valuable, please hit the like button. It is the single best way to support independent market analysis and help us reach more investors. Subscribe and turn on notifications for tomorrow's briefing. Drop your view in the comments. Are you bullish or bearish from here? That is all from MTRS_Market Pulse for today. All analysis is for informational and educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Always consult a qualified financial advisor. Trade safe, and we will see you in the next one. That is your full global market briefing from MTRS_Market Pulse. Subscribe and turn on notifications for daily updates.